Exactly 1:30. We're doing something right, Kelly. Joined in the studio by the Reading FC boss, Kelly Chambers. We've got a few tweets, Kelly, saying they're enjoying the 9-minute discussion.
Okay.
And they've learnt that Fran Kirby signed a 5-year deal. Are you sure you should have mentioned that?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, look, she's been at the club since she was 8 and she's 21 now. So yeah, we want to keep her as long as we can.
Quite
she's
right.
A massive asset.
We're doing something right, Kelly. Let's keep the discussion on. Let's try and keep it interesting. I want to know a little bit about you. You know, what age did you decide you wanted to be a footballer? When did you decide you want to be a manager? How tough was it to get involved in girls' soccer back in the day? That sort of thing. So tell me a little bit about you.
Soccer, you're going all American.
Yeah, no, I don't know where I threw that in. Yeah. Well, you've got a bit of a tan going there. Eh? So go on then, tell us a little bit about you. You're a local girl and everything else. I know you've just moved recently, but you grew up in this area.
Yeah. Was born in Reading. I've lived in Reading most of my life. But to start football, it all started at primary school. Just kicking around with the lads, and from then I think I was about 10. I then started playing for Reading, and I've played for Reading ever since.
I've got a daughter, she's 15 now. She doesn't play football, but my point is I know a lot of girls, young, when my daughter was growing up, that they wanted to play football, but it was tough then to get involved because there wasn't like the amount of girls teams that there are now, is there?
Yeah, definitely. Over the last couple of years, girls football especially has grown massively, and the amount of clubs and the support that the young females get these days is huge to help them develop. And even if it's to go and play at the elite level or whether it's just to have fun and enjoy it at grassroots, there's all opportunities for them now.
You meant to say I don't look old enough, by the way, when I said I've got a daughter of 15. So you were growing up, you wanted to kick a football, you wanted to play in a boys' team at that time. You were kicking about with the lads.
Yeah.
So you had heroes and you supported teams. Tell me a little bit about that. Who was your sort of boyhood, girlhood hero?
I was a Man United fan, so yeah, it was more the likes of your Ryan Giggs, your Paul Scholes, growing up and watching them develop how they did for a club and get to where they wanted to be.
So, and do you still support Manchester United? Obviously,
Yeah.
you're a Reading fan as well. I'll ask you about
Yes.
that. But you still support Man United. It's been a bit of a tough season, although things possibly just turning now.
Yeah, you look at it now and you think that if they didn't have the start to the season that they did, where they could be today. But new manager, new style, so it's going to take him a year or so to bed in. So hopefully it's on the up.
On the up, if you're a United fan. I've got 30 quid with someone. They don't finish in the top 4, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll be keeping an eye on there. So when did you start playing in, a Sunday afternoon league, I guess? That's the thing?
Yeah, Sunday afternoon. I was literally about 10.
In a girls' team?
Yeah, under 10s, Reading team.
Okay.
And from then, I went through the age groups all the way through to the women's team.
And the opportunities are there now, Kelly, aren't they? Obviously, we see it with Fran. You can, if you're good enough, go full-time. You can earn a decent living out of the game. When do you think we're going to see professional football, for women's professional football like it is in the Premier League, Championships, Leagues 1 and 2? I think it's a matter of time,
Yeah, it is a matter of time. I don't think, obviously the money probably won't be there, but if you look at the likes of WSL 1 clubs now, your Man Cities, your Arsenals, your Liverpools, they're all full-time. They're all full-time pros. They train every day. They get paid to do what they love doing and earn a living from it as well.
Arsenal have been flying the flag, I think, for a long time.
Yeah.
If you ask me, name me one side that's always in the cup final and top of the league, I would have said Arsenal.
Yeah, definitely.
They're still going strong, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They've had a lot of change over the last season or so with a number of players leaving and then bringing in new players. So hopefully they've settled in a little bit now, and it'll be interesting to see what they're like for the season ahead. What
sort of money, Kelly? I've got to ask the question because, in the men's game, everyone knows, allegedly what sort of players are earning,
Yeah,
100 grand a week, at Reading they're paying decent wages, there's some big earners down at Reading, what sort of money can the girls earn now full time, whether it's at Arsenal or possibly at Reading?
It can probably vary. For a full-time player, you're probably looking at 15 upwards, but then if
15 what?
£15,000 upwards, but then you're
per
year.
Okay.
But then you're probably looking at...
I thought you were going to say per week.
Yeah, I wish. But they probably have accommodation thrown in and some of them get cars and stuff. But your top-end players can be anything between £30,000 to £40,000 a year.
So top-end Arsenal, Man City players, that is their life. That is their job. That's how they earn a living. Now, no disrespect, I don't earn a lot more than that, but 15 grand a year, obviously girls would have to have other jobs as well. How would that work? With
possibly.
the training and everything.
It depends on their training load. If it's in the morning, I suppose they get the afternoon off. They can go and do coaching, part-time coaching. I know a number of our girls in the first team work with our academy teams, our youth academy teams, and it's, for me, it's important for our senior players to be putting their experiences and their ability and their knowledge of the game back to the younger ones and giving something back to them as well.
You mentioned coaching. Now, in the men's game, I keep comparing in the men's game because that's what I sort of grew up with, about the coaching badges, your level 2, your level 3, UEFA B, UEFA Pro and everything.
Yeah.
Is it the same for you? Are these the sort of badges now that you've got to get on board with to progress your career?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. I think I did my level 1 when I was 16, and I've been coaching from the age of 16 and being 29 now. It's where I'm happy where I am. I'm enjoying my job, and I'm hoping now I can develop the team and push on and hopefully win the league. I'm
going to ask you more about your coaching skills in a minute, Kelly, after another one of your pick. Rihanna, you like a little bit of Rihanna, do you?
I do, but this one's an old one. But it's the only choice I had.
I do old. That's all I do.